The juiciest news is back, baby dolls. We are looking at a Biddy Coin price of about $60,000. We have tapped around 61,000. This is the daily channel for the Biddy Coin price. It's the daily time frame. We are still recovering from when Jimmy Boy Cramer, Uncle Jim Cramer, the inverse Oracle God, told us we are not going to get a quick bounce. And what happens? We got a quick bounce. Have a look at that. Japan, Pokemon Island, I think you are going to avoid a catastrophic blow up until the next time you need to fight us out of our bags. Now, the monthly candle chart, friends. I'm going to give it a bit of a pump candle now. A pump candle. It is red. It is red, but look at these wicks. You like these wicks. It doesn't want to go down. It's done. I think it's pretty much done. We've had enough turmoil. We had a Liquidity 1 event. I mean, dude, we had a VIX reading of 60. Friends, imagine you just went to sleep and I'll tell you, hey, don't panic, but tomorrow the VIX is going to hit 62. Dude, you literally think, sell everything and get out. Just get out for a year. You literally say get out for a year because VIX readings like that, friends, they are, yes, they mark bottoms, but not really. Like, it looks like a bottom on a monthly chart, not just Bitcoin, but world markets. But there's like such a big catastrophic blow off that they have to intervene. This is actually insane. You know, I think this is one of the first times that there has been a VIX reading that big, volatility reading that big, right? Remember, it's the cost of downside insurance. That's how you know everybody had a lot of fear. And then the Fed didn't need to intervene. It was just everybody, like, it was basically in everybody's head. It's like, it was your own demon, right? So it's beautiful to see that we're fighting back. Now, this is the 2-hour chart, friends. Once again, staying in the middle of the range. But I'm going to show you these cute other fractals about what's been playing on. But yeah, the wider crypto market, we are still healing from the terrible news that Vitalik actually has a girlfriend, right? This is the ETH BTC chart, explains it. Shout out to Trent as well. Trenty Boo, all right? Trenty Boo was telling me, hey, man, he's been with her for a year. I'm like, you know what? Let me go check the charts. I bet it was in the charts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been with her for a year. Brother, let me tell you something. He's been banging her for 2 years. Did you know that? Did you know that, huh? Check their messages. 2 years. You can see it in the charts right here. His sexual energy gone. What do we do from now? Well, see, Reza, you think I'm joking. I'm not joking. This is not a joke, okay? This is my emergency video. Vitalik got a girlfriend. Look, I questioned the validity of the photo because I thought, all right, he's on a boat with her and there is no boat that size that can support a dong that big. No way. So when we finally came to the news and the realization that, oh my gosh, you know, he's been having wine and cheese. He's been having wine and cheese instead of trying to find a way to pump our bags. It all made sense. Now, our North Star, friends, the others BTC, this is important. We are going to check this every single day. Like I said, we're just going to monitor this every single day. We need this thing to do the biggest freaking turnaround of all time. We need like Kamala Crappers to go, you know what? We're rigging the election. We got no chance of winning. Crypto, it's time for you to go up. I just need her to just say something like that. Just try to win, man. Just try to like, we know you're going to try to rig the election. Just bribe us, man. Just bribe us. We can't wait that long. We need our bags to pump. Now, friends, I've seen some controversy in crypto a bit because what people do is they look at the Bitcoin dominance. What they do is they'll look at altcoins and then they'll look at the altcoins index, all of altcoins. They'll remove Tether and they'll remove Coinbase. So you just have altcoins removing stablecoins, and they look at that versus Bitcoin. But if you do that, you have a channel that looks like it's going down. And people are like, no, why is it going down? Because when you put Tether into the data point, it only starts from 2018. And that chart is actually right here. I've just constructed that chart here for you. Do you see how they're like, whoa, oh no, this channel looks like it's going down. And it looks like pretty much what they're basically saying, friends, is they're saying when you look at this, they're saying, wow, altcoins are going to go down against Bitcoin, and then you're going to be able to buy all these altcoins and you're going to make like a 10, 20, 30x on your Bitcoin, and it's going to be free, okay? That's looking at like this, okay? But look where the data starts, man. It's 2019. That's why what I did was I saw this chart. I go, man, that makes absolutely no sense at all. You're telling me that every single altcoin for 10 years has been losing the Bitcoin. Like, you're telling me, like, I know it looks like it's a whole giant grift, but what you're basically saying with that statement, you're implying that, you're implying that 100% of crypto is a scam. And I'm saying, no, it's not. Only 99.9% is a scam. Yes, I'm serious. That little that deviation, it actually counts for a lot, because when you come back and you look at the others BTC ratio, you will see ours doesn't go down, friends. If you put it on a log chart, look at this. You see how this thing is going up? What does that mean? What does that mean? It means the risky part of the curve. So you have, remember, Bitcoin's the least risky. So you can actually see it on the CoinGecko rankings, right? Bitcoin is the least risky here. So this is what you're measuring. You're measuring, this is low risk, okay? This is pretty much safe, okay? Then I want to see, okay, outside that top 10, I want to measure all of the risky part of the curve. These are gaining on Bitcoin, all right? Now, why do I remove these things in between? Because I just don't like them, man. I just don't like how they're so close to Bitcoin, and there's big players here. They're not circulating their money. They're looking, it's like, you got Ripple unlocking, you've got Doge in here, you've got BNB, you know, Binance own a lot of the coins. It's fake market cap. I just don't like these up here. I feel like there's a lot of kind of like manipulation, or I just don't like it. I just don't like that reading. I feel like it shouldn't be there. Like, you can't get a clear reading on that, and you don't need to. So if you look at other trends, and by the way, who cares about this top 10 stuff? Like, do you really want to walk into a bull market holding full XRP or full Ethereum? And there's nothing wrong with the coins. I'm just telling you, you're in top 10, bro. How high can you grow from second place? How high can you grow from fifth place? Solana people are taking, oh, well, we're going to flip BTC. That's, of course, everyone's going to say that, because when you have, like, you know, $18 million holders, and they're looking for a 5x to make $100 million. Yeah, of course they're going to tell you that. Of course they are. Now, we're going to go into this a bit more detail later, friends, but on these others BTC, okay, the thing that we're watching for, see, we don't even really care about this. We don't care. We need this to flip green. We need the weekly candle to go out and flip this number. See, 0.22. So this is altcoins are like 22% of Bitcoin size. It has to finish a week up here, and then it's literally go time. And then traditionally, when that happens, it is a 50-day burst. I think it's 50-day burst or 100-day burst going up. Yeah, I think it's actually 100 days. So it'll be 50 days of walking up a price, and then final 50 days of explosion. But we haven't even started that yet. Right now, it's just like we're questioning if it's ever going to happen. But just to let you know, the longer this thing goes down, all right, it doesn't necessarily guarantee we're going to get that 100 days. Just that it's happened in the past. We'll see. Now, with Vitalik's girlfriend, friends, we've already planned for this. I've been talking about Ethereum's third cycle curse. We've known about this for a long time. It doesn't necessarily mean, you know, you just sell everything now, but it does, yes, look. Friends, I'm just telling you now, it's written in the stars already. It's written in the stars already. Ethereum's going to let us down somewhere. It will. I've been speaking about this literally since 2022. Now, I did not know how is it going to let us down. Instead of hitting 10,000, is it going to stop at 7? That's one way of letting us down. Or the ETH BTC ratio. Maybe it never hits 0.10. Maybe it hits 0.08. And then everyone thinks it's going to keep going up, and that's the end. Okay? That's one scenario as well. Something's going to come in up here. Okay? Maybe just the ETF sucks. I don't know. All right? But we're going to get let down somewhere. Just be prepared for it by being turbo long everything else, and not thinking that Ethereum has to go to like $20,000 or whatever price they're going to throw at us later on. Now, for some TA stuff and where we're going, believe in something. So believe in something you need, right? This is the TA here from the zombie virus, and we've actually run it in turbo mode. So I'm going to show you now. You can actually see it on the bottom, right? You can see this on the bottom. We've run it. We've just had this capitulation part, which is what we just had right now. This is Bitcoin daily chart pretty much. And now we are getting in that green arrow part where we hopefully just recover. And yes, we're going to monitor all the altcoins. Look, we can't do anything. Hey, I'm monitoring. I'm watching. Okay, am I rich yet? That's pretty much what it is, man. Let's play some Habibi Alvi music, because we deserve it. We deserve it. We deserve it. Man, it's been too long. It's been too long. What do we do from now? Well, we can't actually do much. Except remember that these are just squiggly lines, and they are pointing up, and I believe in them. So yeah, all these technical analysis, friends. Like, look, what I've noticed is the TA, it works, but you don't get the distance of the move most of the time, okay? Because crypto keeps diminishing. So you're like, oh, we're going to go up in this month. Well, guess what, Habib? We do go up in that month, you know? Maybe September is going to be good for once. But the fractal everyone's using is 2017, where things blew up like 30x a month. We're not going to get that. Not even close to that. You see what I mean? So what I've noticed is the timing of bad stuff and the timing of good stuff, they do line up. There are guys who can get them to line up. The issue is the distance of the move. Okay? It's like, oh, you know, it's like the astrology signs. It's like, you're going to have a fantastic day on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, Wednesday's going to blow your mind. Amazing things are going to happen to you on Wednesday. And then Wednesday comes, you go to work and they're like, hey, here's a free sandwich. You know what I mean? It's literally like that. Like, well, okay, my star sign told me I was going to have a good day. I just didn't know the extent to it. Was I going to win a Ferrari or was I going to get a sandwich? We got this in crypto. You win the sandwich. This is cool to see as well. This is the For You Fractal, friends. This is the Mt. Gox Ponzi Fractal that I always put. We are literally right on cue right now. So I know it just sounds crazy. It's like, hey, up only. This is pretty much it. Right into the November elections. Right here, friends. This is like a Bitcoin 100K mark. Man, that'd be nuts if we actually get that. I don't know if we're going to go this whole way. Maybe get like 100K. Just we can't use the exact fractals all the time. But hey, it's been working so far. So we'll see. Big news for us as well, friends. Tether has printed $1 billion. Tether printing 1 billion. Now, why is that important? Because of course, a lot of people think it's a Ponzi. No. Friends, I actually have $1 billion in the bank account coming in. Now, why it's important is this. I got a few DMs. Some of you guys lost your mind when I told you this information. It's true. You're welcome. I don't know if you want to hear this though. The entire crypto industry, friends, you know how it's 2 trillion today? Yeah. The entire crypto industry, friends, is resting on, so there's 2 trillion of value, but if everybody was to sell all their coins and send it to bank accounts, you will only get about $200 billion, not 2 trillion. All right, and 200 billion is a lot. That's 10% of the market cap. And you can actually see that by how much market cap there is in Tether, 115 billion, and then USDC, that's 34 billion. So it's actually less. And yeah, I'm not joking. A lot of people like literally flip out. There's money sitting on exchanges, but I'm not kidding. It's not an exaggeration. It's not fear mongering. It's actually true. That's how all markets work. Resting bids, friends. No one wants to like leave resting bids in markets and just leave them there with liquidity. They're not there. It's capital not working, but that's actually how it works. So that's why everything's marginal. But look at the plus side, right? So for crypto to grow to 4 trillion, you don't need to add another $2 trillion of actual real money, like US dollars. Okay, you don't need to add 2 trillion here. So this is the market cap of crypto, right? So it's 2 trillion right now. So we have $200 billion here. But if we went up to like, let's say 10 trillion, this $8 trillion, people always say, how are we going to get $8 trillion of US dollars? No, you don't need 8 trillion. You'll only need like 400 billion. You see, $400 billion makes that. But that's why to get that 400 billion, Tether has to keep printing. But Tether only keeps printing because it has demand in real banks. People need to actually go, hey, we want to add in crypto. So that's why we get to see this fantastic news. Tether printing $1 billion. It actually increases the market cap of the total crypto industry pretty much by another 10 or 20x of that number. So it's added like 10 billion to 20 billion of crypto market cap. And these things, they start to crank on as pretty much you move throughout the bull market, and I'll show you. This is the Tether market cap chart. You see I was just going up only like that. You can actually change it to a log just so you can see, friends. See, it's starting to go up. It's starting to, look, this 2016, man. This is why crypto was moving up heaps. It's easy to move up a 10x with the Tether printing. Now the amount of money coming in, see how much it's slowing down. But look how much it started accelerating from here. From 2020 to 2021, check this out, man. This is insane. From the beginning of 2020, went from 4 billion to freaking 60 billion. Oh my gosh, 12 times. 12 times the Tether. 12x, man. That's huge. Well, what are we today? So let's say beginning of 2024, we're 95 billion. Man, that would be like Tether being $1 trillion in size. If it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. It's how it's slowing down, friends. It's slowing down. And there's a bit of USDC as well. But I hope you understand now, that's actually how we go up. All right, so like where does the money go up? So this is new money coming. This is the pie getting bigger. This is people onboarding from the traditional financial fiat system coming in. Now, I have some great news as well for the HEX community, friends. I reported on it yesterday. A judge, right, they have reopened the case against CoinMarketCap. So it's pro HEX because obviously CoinMarketCap, they kept HEX ranked with a fake ranking at rank 201. Now, here's the thing. In every other timeline, no one cares. But it's a little small win. It comes and turns it around. 3 judges have reopened the case. And on CoinMarketCap, just shows you the ranking website, there's a bit of an issue, right? So they treated HEX unfairly. And how do they do that? Well, they called Terra UST a stablecoin. So if you want to sit here and say to everybody, no, HEX, Richard Hart owns all the coins and there's a fake market cap and we don't like that stuff. Okay, bro. What you're basically telling me is you're an on-chain genius and you do all this research when it comes to HEX. But when Terra UST, which is clearly a Ponzi, which says you're a stable coin, you go, all right, bro, how much money can be redeemed from this stable coin into banks? You go, okay, there's only $1 billion on the bid. Okay, what's the market cap of Terra Luna? It was 18 billion. You go, wait a minute. That means there is only $1 available for $18 of claims. Bro, that's not a stable coin. That's literally, that's a Ponzi. You know what I mean? If everyone comes out, it's pretty much over. But that's what they did. Terra UST was there. And they were just able to do it. And people were able to look at their coin rankings and go, oh, well, that's just great. And then it goes to zero. It goes to zero. So that on top of unfair treatment, in another ideal world, we're like, whatever. If we were meant to win, we're meant to win. But at the end of the day, you got to take every small win as it comes, friends. This is like the HEX curse lifting. It's the shifting of basically these forces. The dark force being moved away. Now comes the light force. I mean, I feel sorry for the next community that's going to get cursed, by the way. Good luck shaking that one off. You're going to have 3 years of hell. I don't know who it's going to be yet. I've also got some other good news as well for the community. It's to do with basically the HEX Weiner Kid. Now, if you remember, there was these ambulance chaser lawyers. They were called Kuckel and Kuckman. And pretty much, fans, you remember this picture I made? Actually went viral. This picture is pretty cool. So this is right here. This is the Grumpy Weiner Kid. You can see him in the bottom left. The Grumpy Weiner guy. So he has a hot dog stand called the Grumpy Weiner. This is him in court. Okay, this is a shout out to Benny Boy Dubard. He went and actually represented HEX community. That's awesome. He actually rocked up in court, friends, just to show you the commitment of this cult. Dude, Miladies won't show their faces. Miladies won't show their faces. Second best cult in crypto, okay? They won't show their faces. HEX community rocks up in court to go and defend the cult. They rock up in court. They say, hey, this is my face. I believe. You're not going to get that anywhere. Good luck. Find me. Show me another cult, by the way. Show me another cult that's going to do that. Show me. XRP, worthy. However, the difference between PulseChain and XRP is like a 30x deviation in the price. I would say one's cheaper than the other, okay? Now, good thing. The Weiner Kid case against Richard Hart and HEX, right, it might be thrown out by the judge. So, shout out to Nuclear Herbs, and I heard this from Matty Allen as well. So, there was a few things going on. So, they basically lied to the court because they knew Richard Hart was not in the USA, but then they paid for a private investigator to look for him in the USA. So they did that just to tell the judge. See, I'm not a legal guy, friends. I'm just guessing. They did that to tell the judge, like, oh yeah, he's definitely in the USA, just to try basically, just to throw the case out there, just to basically try to get money or whatever. I think the curse is lifting. There's a big write-up about it as well. And I've written here, this is legal advice. My legal experience includes liking Nuclear Herbs posts and watching Crypto Coffee summaries. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And Crypto Coffee summaries, he throws it in AI and stuff. So that was actually awesome to see. If you used that. But hey, friends, I know we didn't sign up, man. That honestly, if I look back, that was the most heartbreaking thing of everything, right? I was like, man, I didn't come into crypto to learn anything about the courts. I don't want to see a judge's hammer. I don't want to see the squiggly hair. I don't want to read 9,000 page documents. I didn't, right? I didn't. I let everyone else read it for me. It's just so boring, bro. And all these case things, it's just... You know what I mean? That's because we're watching XRP go through. XRP community, we're like, oh my god, you guys gotta go through 4 hours of these summaries of sentences, man. It's just it's a brain rot, man. But as the community bounces back, so does the PulseChain prices. Actually, nice, friends. If you notice, PulseX and Inc, they are usually the most volatile on the way up, but also EHEX, friends. I'll show you right now. It's very interesting. EHEX up on the week. This is everything going green. This is for the past 7 days, right? You can actually see it. See, everything's down for 7 days, but EHEX up plus 12%. So EHEX, it's the first HEX, man. It's the first HEX. No, friends, it's funny. Friends, I'm not exposing it, right? It can go to zero. I'm just telling you now. It could go to zero. I don't care. I'm just letting you know it's in the best interest of the whole community that people have a conduit to buy exposure to Richard Heart. It's in their best interest that they can get it on Ethereum if they want, because everybody's got money sitting there, right? Everyone's got money sitting there, and clicking through a bridge, it takes like 10 minutes, right? It takes 10 minutes, but you know what I mean, friends? It's like, it doesn't sound like much. Okay, it's just 10 minutes, yeah, but it's like saying, hey, call up that friend that you used to go to school with and just have a 10-minute convo with them. Mentally, people think it's a big hurdle. They're like, oh man, we got to talk about, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? But if you just have something available there, it's better, right? It's like Facebook have a like feature. It's like, well, I want to say that I like you. Let's say you have an old friend from school. Oh, you got married. Okay, instead of maybe like calling up their phone number, waiting for them to get to the phone. Hey, I want to say congratulations or whatever. Now Facebook just lets you see the photo up, you know, Facebook, whatever. You just go, hey, congratulations, wish you the best. You see that? It's just 1 second. Okay. In crypto, the mental equivalent of that is just having the Uniswap liquidity for HEX there, for EHEX, right? HEX from Ethereum, to let people participate on that. And then once they see that, man, they're hooked. Of course they're hooked, but you need the price to go up first, okay? So it's just wishy-washy until then. Also, remember, when you're in a cult, friends, you don't want to break character ever. So, and by the way, it's everything in crypto. Like, friends, Max Kaiser is not going around saying Ethereum has a use case, right? He's calling it a Ponzi. He believes Vitalik should be in jail, right? Literally. So they don't break character, and he probably owns 1% of the Bitcoin supply. So he's going to say that. Now, when it comes to say PulseChain, HEX, or anything, any other coin community, you can't break character, man. You can't. You break character, it's over. And by the way, if I'm holding a coin, I don't want you to break character. I don't want you to break character. Friends, if you're watching a football team, you don't want the captain to go, wow, guys, that was a nice goal against us. You can do it again. You don't want him to do that, man. You want him to go, you want him to want to kill him. That's it. You want him to want to kill them. That's what you want. You're like, yeah, I'm betting on that guy. Well, it's the same thing in PulseChain community. People don't want to see the founder shoot one of the kids. Okay, yeah, the kid's brains all over the floor. Put something together, make it a Frankenstein or something. Just put them back together. That's what people want to see. But there are some things you just can't get back from. Attention, idiots who sold Home Depot. Have you ever been to one? This is a winning culture now and will do great with a rate cut. Jim Cramer. Oh, look, I'm just saying, friends, if you own a stock called Home Depot, bro, good freaking luck. That's all I'm saying. Have you ever seen something like that? I don't even know what their stock is, friends. I'll look it up right now for us. Home Depot, HD. Oh, boy. Oh, we all know what's coming. Oh, man, we all know what's coming next. Oh, Home Depot. I'm telling you now, friends, his cursing is next level. You might find, I don't know, the CEO, maybe they have a heart attack. Something bad happens, something gets sued, Home Depot. You know, just something bad. I'm telling you, there's a bad curse coming. And trust me, when it happens, everybody in crypto is going to let everyone know, hey, remember this? And it's going to come back and appear, man. Attention, idiots is so... Oh, man, I hope he does not say that. Can you imagine Bitcoin's 200K? And he says, attention, idiots who doubted Bitcoin. Now that it's 200,000, it's going to trade at 500,000. Oh, imagine he does that. Buy it out. Shout out to Crypto Karen. Damn, that's going to be my retirement part-time job, brother. Straight to Macca's. Straight to Macca's for you, okay? No more Home Depot. Now, baby dolls, we're going to take it back a bit. Check this out. I have a post from bottom of the bear market, near the bottom of the bear market. Look at this. It's a post. The late Charlie Munger, rest in peace. He has passed away now. He says on crypto, it's just ridiculous that anybody would buy this stuff. It's massively stupid. You see, this was the type of stuff being thrown on us back then. And you might say, wait, they're saying that about us now. Yeah, but there's a difference. But now Bitcoin is 60,000. It is not 16,000, okay? It has actually recovered back. Now you feel the confidence because you have confirmation that the move is up. Back then, it was like, hey, you're stupid and the prices are down everywhere. Everywhere except stablecoins, the prices are down. And guess what? Half your stablecoins did go down in price as well. That was just the the tough part to deal with, okay? So we're in depression, low prices. I made a scheduled post that was from that moment in time. And this is what it actually looked like back then. We're right here, friends. We're right here. Look at this. Around here. See that? Bang. We actually started smashing up. As soon as I posted that, it was funny. But it's a scheduled post just so we can go back and look back and go, hey, what was it like back then? I mean, like Bitcoin hit 15K. I talk about ETH, Link. I'll just throw about these main ones. If there's any friends, no other communities around back then. It's still like everyone just disappeared. Yeah, so let's see what the next scheduled post is going to be coming from now on. I wonder where we're going to move if we can look back and say $60,000 was really, really cheap one day. Check this news out as well, friends. Recession searches have spiked. There's a big spike here. Now, friends, luckily for you, I know this chart from 2 years ago. I know this chart, okay? So, Game of Trades, shout out to Game of Trades. He's a great dude. He makes like stock videos and like, you know, macro and stuff, right? Now, here's the thing. Mr. Game of Trades, sir, I've got your name, but you know this chart is not, that's not the real chart. You cut it off. You know you cut it off, bro. If you're listening, you know you cut it off, bro. Why is it started January 2023? This chart is historical. Let me tell you something, friends. Did you know back in 2023, 2022, at the bottoms, actually the bottoms, Game of Trades was one of the only guys bullish with me. Yeah? He was one of the only guys bullish with me here. And it was down here, right? And they were hiking rates. And he had all his data. He was doing all these divergences. It's very, very hard to see all this. It's just S&P 500. But down here, he was bullish. He was bullish, and he ended up getting it right. Now, he was showing, I remember one of the data points. I was making posts on it. He would show that whenever retail search for recession spikes, either we are not going to have a recession in the next like 6 to 12 months, or it's at the end of it. They've just declared it and it's the bottom. All right. So I knew that. And that's why when I saw this chart, I'm like, wait a minute. You're looking at researchers. And I go, why are you doing that? And I watch a couple of his videos. He's turbo bearish. He's been turbo bearish for a year. For a whole year. He's been bearish for a long time. He switched bearish, I believe, like last year. I still remember. He's just been switching bearish the whole time. So luckily, I know the bias of this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. But you know the big spike. This is good. Now, if you want to know logically, you're probably wondering, hey, so I mean, why is it when people are looking up recession, why is that actually good? 1, retailers don't know shit. 2, the market front runs them. Okay, but number 3, this is actually why, all right? If so many pleb retailers are looking up the word recession, and not just, you know, normies and nurses and doctors and firemen, everyone else, okay? When everyone's looking up the word recession, they're scared. So they don't think about spending 20 grand on a holiday, right? They'll go to their neighbors and have a beer, you know, $40 holiday. That's what they'll do. That's number 1. Okay, so excess spending, otherwise known as misallocation of money of them, it's not there. Number 2, they think twice about getting that second credit card debt because they're like, man, I might even lose my job. I better cut down spending as well. So that's one thing. Now you might say, hey, isn't that a self-fulfilling prophecy that we do end up getting a recession? Yeah, but this is the kicker. Because you're so aware of it, right? Months ahead, the government can now print money more mathematically calculated to fill up the gap. And that, my friends, is how you can avoid a lot of these big black swan event crashes, right? You can't stop the big shocks. There's always big shocks like oil and Middle East and stuff. You can never ever stop them. They're always going to be part of life. But the big things that people see coming, it's like a big train coming. It's like, oh, I can hear the train coming from like 3 miles away. Just tell it to start pressing the brakes down or just move off the tracks, okay? So that's pretty much what it comes down to. And that, my friends, is why you look at the global liquidity index. This is this yellow line, friends, is the global liquidity index. And that's why it started ticking up. That's why it ticked up. See this? As we were already smacking up and this thing's going down. Now, what is that? Basically, US government on their balance sheet, they printed money. They've got it in an account. They've got a new 3-letter word for it, right? TGA, 1, 2, 3, Batman symbol, QQQ, whatever it is. It's there. And it's by Janet Yellen, okay? And it's going to pump the markets. Now, they don't say pump the markets, and they don't even tell you that the money is there to pump the market. They don't tell you anything. They just say, oh, it's a liquidity. They use different words, friends. They make up different words. They like reserve, liquidity, injection, deposit, reverse, purchase, facility. They usually, it's literally the same thing. They literally pushed a button, and they printed money, And they go, hey, you buy our bonds. We are you. You are me. Okay, sweet. Circular Ponzi, put money here. All right, sweet. We get to blow it somewhere. Okay, and somehow it filters out into the crypto economy because you're filtering through stocks. That's it. That's all you need to know. All right. So, hey, you print money. That's it. That's why the market knows, okay, you print money. We know it'll eventually filter out to the bucket. I'm not going to wait for the filtering part. I'm just going to get in now. That's why crypto front runs the money supply injections fast. And then it takes time for it to go up. You can actually see this happening in real time, friends, in the future. All right, check it out right now. When you have, look at this crypto, yeah. Look, this is when they first did, this is the zombie virus. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this chart. See this zombie virus part, you can see how, let's actually move it down now. See this zombie virus, this was, they had to print a crap load of money to fill up the gap. This is all this money printing, friends. This was literally them filling up the GDP gap. You see that part? That is because we'd lost like 18% of GDP. It was gone. And they're like, oh, crap. So they have to print trillions of dollars to fill it up. But then once it's done, okay, so you don't know exactly when it's going to fill up. See, crypto's like reacting. And then this is like, uh-oh, you've printed too much. Snap. You see? And then crypto obviously starts to reprice. So we don't know if that's going to happen again because we don't have a shock right now, do we? But we do know they are printing. We do know they are printing. We don't have a shock though. But remember, if we don't have a shock, they don't need to print as much because there's no gap to fill. You don't have an 18% GDP gap to fill. It's literally just like, in fact, it's kind of crazy. I mean, GDP is positive. It's 2.8%. It's like, do you even really need to print money? Yes, they need to, okay, to keep the system going. The next big data is obviously the US CPI data. So, you know, that's the next thing coming out. Everyone expects 3%, whatever the hell it is. I guess, you know, markets pretty much, friends. That data probably won't even be as important as we hope it to be because we know they've already printed. You already know, man, global liquidity is on the rise up. They have to get this thing up. They always get this thing up. You know, friends, that's literally the game. You know, people always check, you know, this, inflation and all this other stuff. No, man. Friends, as long as people stop thinking that the fiat system is a Ponzi and they go get distracted by something else, as soon as that happens, they go back to printing. You know that, right? And that's what they keep doing, okay? But when everyone's focused on inflation, cost of living, okay, what it basically means is the government, they're really scared, central bank, they're really scared that us, the mass population, who they think are just useless rats, right? Us, the slaves, they're scared that we will throw away their currency too much. And if we throw away their currency too much, they can't use it to control us. So what they want to do is, whenever currency, basically, when the currency is getting too hot, inflation's getting too hot, that's when they go, that's it. We're ramping down inflation. We're going to do this. We're going to get the numbers out. Then when the numbers look, they start cooking them back. They're like back to normal levels. You go, oh, here's the Olympics and here's this distraction. Maybe there's a UFO thing. But friends, your brain you start to want to go back to normality in life again. All right. It becomes very sticky. We revert back to how things used to be. And then when that happens, they go back to printing just to keep the Ponzi going again because they have supermassive debts. They have to pay themselves and they have to remember they're trying to kill the system so they can move us on to the next one. So, baby dolls, we're moving into that next phase of crypto. We've survived. I mean, it was really depressing just to see everything get destroyed. I know, it looks like a stretch. You're like, man, how are altcoins going to go do this swoop up? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just that's why whenever they happen, they catch everybody off guard. But how high do these coins have to go, man, for you to relinquish your bags? Like, I'm asking you, would you sell on a 4x from here? I wouldn't. 4x? Nothing. You serious? 4x? Get out of here, bro. I didn't wait that long for a 4x, but yeah, we'll have to see. Don't believe any of the news items that may come, all right? So I've got to warn you ahead of time now. As we move, you know, September, October, November, don't believe any news items. I was reporting this in the bear market. Peter Thiel, look at this, friends. How many times do we have to get backstabbed before we finally say enough is enough? 2021, Peter Thiel told everybody he was definitely underinvested in Bitcoin at $60,000 and then said, I think you should still go long. Then he literally dumps it on all the people. Words of a betrayer. So I was the only one reporting this at the time. I mean, it was such a big letdown. I was like, bro, you went in front of a stage. You went to the Bitcoin Miami conference saying, yeah, I'm totally underinvested. I'm totally underinvested in Bitcoin. I should own more Bitcoin. Go suck a fat one, you loser, bro. What a scumbag. Anyway, he literally, as the market was crashing, after the market had crashed, by the way, after everything was destroyed, they released an article. Hey, yeah, I sold the top. By the way, I sold the top. I made $1.8 billion from crypto. Founders Fund reportedly no longer has a big investment in crypto after closing down most of its 8-year bet. Scum. Literally scum. Cockroach gut scum. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you know. You're scum, bro. You're scum. How do you, as a sociopath, go in front of millions of people, you literally millions of people, and tell them, yeah, you gotta own Bitcoin. I mean, I'm underexposed. I'm underexposed. $60,000 is not high enough. Literally goes home, dump it, sell everything, sell everything. You think they won't come again? They're coming again. They're coming again. It's just now, $60,000 is a joke price. What's it going to be this time? I wonder. I do wonder what the price is going to be now, friends. All right. I hope Biddy Coin goes to 200. And I hope at 200, these same scum come out and they say, yeah, Bitcoin should flip gold. We should be $715,000. I'm like, hey, I remember you. I remember you. You don't belong here. You're trash. You're trash. Time to get out. Okay. I hope it's a clear signal like that. I'm praying for something like that. Okay. Until that moment, though, friends, we wait. We wait in the shadows because they're going to come out. And, you know, by the way, just be careful, man, because, like, I've told everybody about these top signals, but you don't get it, guys. It's literally, like, imagine going to a stadium of people and trying to find one person who's, like, depressed. You know how hard it is? Because everybody's cheering. Everybody's watching a football game and they're like cheering. You're like, hey, I've got to go interview everyone and find everyone. That's what I'm doing here 18 hours a day. I'm like, because in these good news, no, like they're not reporting these news with a warning sign. They're reporting these news as a prophecy to come ahead. They go, oh, this guy said the next leg, Bitcoin's gone up another 2-3x. Just like it did in the past. He was right before and right before that. So he's going to be right now. Okay. And they're like, okay, cool. And it's just one of the 500 pieces of news out there that's positive, you know, but then it takes someone like me with a squeaky chair and a helicopter hat to go, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I think a $49 million Bitcoin, friends, is a bit unrealistic. Can you believe that, by the way? Friends, if $49 million Bitcoin call is not the end of the cycle, what's Michael Saylor going to call at the top? By the way, just to let you know, I did the numbers. $49 million call means Michael Saylor owns 5% of the entire real estate of the earth in about 20 years. He owns 5 countries. He owns Japan. He owns Germany. With imaginary Bitcoins. I'm just telling you. And everyone's like, oh yeah, sweet. Totally. I can totally see that happening. So hopefully we get to that point where we're like, you know, take a step back. And we're like, well, I don't buy it. You know, Jim Cramer's bullish. I hope it gets to that point. Maybe Coinbase App Store ranking #1. We'll see, you know. But until then, I mean, Vitalik's got a girlfriend. So, you know, one battle at a time. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.